We also have to have a situation where where we're not in a situation where we pass on the biggest issues. Now, I'm not sure on bingo why the Attorney General is not participating in that case. He either is compromised in some way because of his friendships with gambling interest owners, whose parties he's attended and who have contributed to his campaign, or he's just unwilling to do that. But I've checked with some of the best historians at the University of Alabama, and never in the history of the state of Alabama has a governor had to appoint a task force to enforce the law. That's never happened in our history. Now we have Governor Riley, who should be enjoying a last year in office with great accolades. He's been the greatest governor in the history of the state of Alabama. And he is brave enough and put in a situation where he has to cross through a mob of people, there's no other way to describe them, to address a crowd that doesn't even have the courtesy to let him speak. Not to mention what they did to Miss Patsy yesterday. But that whole situation, the whole fiasco that we are involved in right now, what I call a law enforcement crisis in the state of Alabama, is the responsibility of one person who has not done his job. There's no excuse for the Attorney General to come out, stand up and complain about what's going on, say he has the power to do something about it, and then walk back inside his office and not do anything. That will not happen under my watch. It wouldn't have happened under Jeff Sessions. It never would have happened under Bill Pryor. And it's not going to happen when I'm Attorney General. You've got to enforce the law first and foremost. And then there's the last part. And I come from a history as a lawyer of trying to make Alabama a business-friendly place. We want companies to come here. We want our children to stay here. I want our two boys to live here and thrive. And we spent, the people in this room, along with me and many of the people at this table, worked years and years to get a pro-business conservative court in Alabama. We were used to be called tort hell, when you could get $4 million for a scratch on your BMW, if you remember that. Well, after all these years, we fought that out. And a lot of people took a lot of bullets to do that. Well, you can imagine my shock, really, to learn that our Attorney General hired Jerry Beasley, not just any trial lawyer, Jerry Beasley, who was the poster child for lawsuit abuse on a contingency fee basis to sue industry in the state of Alabama. Every drug company doing business in the state of Alabama. Mr. Beasley gets a huge contingency fee when he does that, and he made millions of dollars off settlements. I expect most of that money was sent back around to Democratic candidates for the Supreme Court and for other offices. Mr. Beasley is the campaign chairman for Artur Davis, by the way. But on top of all that, to make a long story short, the Supreme Court threw the ultimate case out, 8-1. So the Supreme Court, our good conservative court, declared it had no merit. But what really troubled me was to read in the Washington Times that our Attorney General had received $50,000 from Jerry Beasley in the last election campaign. That is not the kind of publicity we want for the state of Alabama. It's bad for business, it's bad for our climate, and it's certainly bad for the Republican Party. So what I promise to you today is that I will be a conservative, honest Attorney General who will restore that office to the level of professionalism that it enjoyed under Jeff Sessions and Bill Pryor. That I will work tirelessly to support you and to support the Republican Party, because I will tell you, when we Republicans depart from our conservative ways, we know what happens. We lose. We have to elect true conservatives who not only speak conservative, but actually do it and live, walk the walk. So I promise to do that. I don't know if you want me to answer any questions, but I need your support. Melissa's come up with a great idea that I think it's on the back table, but it's a, what is it called? Raise a buck and donate. It has a theme there, but if you guys would spread the word. We can't raise enough money to fight the gambling interest. We will win because we get the support of folks like you in this room, and I greatly appreciate it. I look forward to seeing you in your communities very soon, and thanks again for this opportunity.